Yes, World Congress. How are you doing? We've come a long way, didn't we? And there's only one big final at the ITS World Congress, and this final is happening right here, right now at the startup area of this year's World Congress. Good to see so many of you here. We have quite an interesting program up front, upcoming. But let us first look back to the last 3 days and remember that we've heard over 40 pitches here. Let's remember that we had over 43 startups from 18 countries here. And we'll have a few that made it up to the final, but I think every of these 43 startups deserves a big, big applause up front of what they did here. The second thing is that we did not do all of this alone. It's all teamwork. As you can see, I'm not alone on the stage. The teamwork will continue. But let us also pay a big hand to the great, incredible team that made everything possible over the last 3 days. They worked a little bit longer than 8 hours a week. So an applause to the team behind of all this stage. So, teamwork continues. I'm not alone up here. I have Ute and Fabian with me. Good to see you here. And Ute, you've seen that all of this stage is a land full of ideas. I think you also have to do something with a land of ideas. Who are you and where are you from?
Yeah, now it works. Yeah, that was a very nice bridge you have built. I'm the CEO of Germany, Land of Ideas, and we are a platform for competitions, and we want to show the best ideas and innovations in Germany. And for example, we are organizing the German Mobility Award every year together with the Federal Ministry of Traffic and Transport. And that's why I think I have a quite good overview of current developments in mobility.
We're looking forward. And Fabian, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hello, I'm Fabian. Thank you very much for the invitation for this great startup pitching final today. And I'm looking forward to interesting projects because we are from the Funke Logistics, Funke Media Group. We have a great infrastructure in last mile delivery. We deliver millions of goods, magazines, newspapers every day. So we are looking for interesting mobility, infrastructure, logistics, startups, projects. And I'm looking forward to hear the interesting startups today.
Thank you very much. That's a team of 3 up here. And guess who else is in the team for this final round? It's all of you. Because all of you will have a say in who is going to become the ITS 2021 Startup Champion this afternoon. You'll hear more about that later on, so come by and stay. And I'm also looking to the camera because we're again live across Germany, Europe, and the world without any advertising blocks. Stay tuned and stay with us. And a final, whether it's in football, handball, ice hockey, tennis, it's not a final if it's done the same way as before, the rounds before. So we've thought about something different. We've heard over 40 pitches, which were all great over the last 3 days, but today it's gonna be different. No PowerPoint bingo, 1 single slide, 1 minute, 5 startups, and then the jury is going to come with 10 questions to each startups to be answered in 20 seconds. So this will be a full speed thing. I've been talking almost way too long now. Let's get this started. And I call to the stage with her first and only slide, Sina from Brighter AI. Sina, you'll get a timer. I think any minute now. There it is. The minute is yours.
Hello Hello, does it work now? Okay, perfect. So I'm Zina from Bright AI, and we are on the mission to protect every identity in public. This means we anonymize people. And the old world, the very boring world, is just put a blur over people's face. But then the brave new technologies like AI, video analytics do not work properly. As such, we developed the deep natural anonymization where we can create synthetic faces and put it over the people. You can see here a scene from the Berlin Hauptbahnhof, and here, all the tiny faces you can see here are actually anonymized. It's not the real person, but for us, it looks the same, and so we can use it for video analytics, machine learning, autonomous driving algorithms, and so on. That's it, actually.
Zina, thank you very much. You'll be up on the stage in a minute again. The next contestant said yesterday, well, we have different plans, maybe we're not going to be here on Thursday. Then they won their quarterfinal and made it to the final. And my colleague said, well, recyclehero better come back on stage for the grand final. Here you go. Welcome to the stage, Alessandro.
Thank you.
That's a nice slide. The timer is going to come up now. Here you go.
Yeah, hi, I'm Alessandro. I'm the co-founder of recyclehero, the world's first cargo bike pickup service for recyclable waste. So, we collect with our cargo bikes your recyclables like waste glass, waste paper, or also refundable bottles direct at your apartment or your office or your shop. The special thing is we preferably engage social and disadvantaged people to get them back into workforce. So how do we earn money? So you pay a small amount for the pickup for the waste glass and for the waste paper. And for the refundable bottles, you pay nothing, it's for free. And the revenues from the refundable bottles, that's the funding for our own social project, that's called Straßensuppe, where we deliver food to homeless people. So basically, we focus on 4 missions. So urban convenience, climate-friendly transportation, support of disadvantaged people, and the increase of the recycling quota. Thanks.
Thank you very much. You can calm down now for a few minutes before getting back on stage. The next contestant was the first one to secure his spot in the final. As I said, we've all been working more than 8 hours, so it feels a little bit long ago when we first met AVES Reality and Florian here on stage on Tuesday morning. Florian, back again in the final. You're in top shape, I see. So
nice to be here.
There's hopefully a slide coming up, and the timer will be on. The next minute is all yours.
All right. So yeah, my name is Florian, and why am I here? Because we want to prevent fatalities like these when people try to develop and test autonomous vehicles on real roads. So how do we do that? We turn real roads into virtual test tracks to serve as a safe space for simulating and do the development of these vehicles in simulation on virtual tracks that are duplicating the real world. So what did we do? We developed a pipeline that combines satellite data, so we look from above and combine it with AI and game engine technology. So it's a cross-industry approach to bring all this to mobility industry to, work towards a sustainable mobility with autonomous mobility solutions that are developed in safe manners by combining different industry approaches. Thanks a lot.
Right on time, Florian. Very good. I think we all forgot over the last 1.5 years how it feels like to spend almost an entire week in an exhibition hall. The air quality could be better, right? I just took a stroll with my wife outside to get some fresh air. The lady who is in charge of fresh air, hopefully, is next up on stage. Barbara with Hawa Dawa. You gotta love the name already of that startup.
Okay.
Barbara, the next minute is yours.
Okay, so Hawa Dawa, our name stands for air and health. And just as the air that we breathe everywhere, we want to be air quality data considered in everywhere's decision. And we do so by compiling data from all available sources, including satellites. And where there's a gap, we can establish our own measurement network. And then we compile it and make actionable insights by correlating, for instance, traffic or weather data or whatever is needed. We can do so because we have a great team of experts with specialist knowledge in data science, sensor technology, health, traffic, and all this. And as we are aware that quality is very crucial in this business, we are very proud that we have successfully passed TÜV and ISO 9001 certifications. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. When all these international applications got in to be part of the startup area, I said to Annabelle one day, oh great, we got a startup from Angola. And she started laughing and said, no, read again, it's not Angola, it's ANGOKA from the UK. And Daniel, I'm happy to have you here on stage with a great slide and hopefully great 60 seconds for you.
Excellent, thank you. ANGOKA. So there will be 1 trillion Internet of Things enabled devices in the world by 2025, 5 years' time. And they'll be transforming health, transport, and very, very much more. Data exchange between those devices can deliver massive benefits, social, environmental, economic. But within a couple of years, quantum computing and other technologies are going to threaten the current approaches to delivering cybersecurity, according to the Federal Office of Cybersecurity over here in Germany, BSI. So in comes ANGOKA. In 2019, we were established with offices in Belfast, London, and Rotterdam, soon in Hamburg. And our very diverse 20-strong team has developed and proven to partners like Airbus and to Thales that we have a hardware-based, self-authentifying system. This has excited both the UK National Cybersecurity Centre and BSI, and they have said high-grade security, future-proofed, lower cost, much better. What it does, it says, with 2 seconds gone, that without ANGOKA, none of their products or yours are going to succeed beyond 2023. You need us.
Thank you very much, Daniel. You can actually turn right around and come back on stage.
I'm going to turn around.
Barbara, Sina, Florian, Alessandro. You thought you had it behind you. Yeah. You thought wrong, because we're just getting started. Ute, Fabian. You know what you have to do now? We'll start the first question.
The first question?
With Alessandro, and we go in that order. The second question we start then with Daniel. I think you got your questions.
Yes.
Exactly. Let's exchange the microphone. We actually have invisible sanitizer over the microphone, so it's COVID conform. Fabian, go ahead.
For the first question, you have 40 seconds time to get an easy entry. So why do you do what you do?
Okay, I do what I do because I want to generate a positive impact on the world, especially social impact and also environmentally friendly impact. And I just love innovation and do the life of the people better, ease the life of the people. So that's the reason that we are so happy that we can follow all the 4 missions that I already mentioned, that we have the climate-friendly transportation and the social impact, and also an urban convenience service. So that's actually my motivation to make the world a little bit better.
Yes, as I said before, like Bright AI is on the mission to protect every identity in public, and we are leaders in generative AI, and we actually want to combine these two. So we help support like the development of AI for example, autonomous driving, like under the value system of the EU and of Germany. So we protect people's privacy, we care about data security and all of this, but at the same time, we help accelerate the development of AI. So to strengthen Europe and Germany, especially like in the kind of global ways between Asia, Europe, and the United States. And I'm done.
Yeah, why do we do what I just presented? That was the first picture that I've shown. We think that developing autonomous mobility solutions in the real world is quite tough, and the more you approach towards level 5 autonomy, which should be the goal someday to receive sustainable mobility in several use cases, you need a solution that reduces the risk and the cost and the time. So we try to make the simulation environments as realistic as possible. So we're turning them from real worlds into virtual reality.
Okay, I think air quality is crucial for today's life in terms of health, but also in terms of economy. But it also has an impact on future lives because it also influences the climate and the climate change. And what we do is, okay, good for us. We can educate people. We make information available for all of us, which was before only available for experts. And we enable others, companies, governments, to do better jobs in protecting people and taking the right decisions.
I spent the last 4 years running an organisation worth £200 million in the UK trying to unlock the potential that all these people are trying to deliver to you. One of the things we did was produce a roadmap which showed that one of the 3 critical path items was cybersecurity. If we cannot deliver future-proof, high-quality, low-cost cybersecurity, then we will not be able to do any of these things. And therefore, I am doing it with a passion. I've sacrificed what I was doing before to do this.
Before Ute is going to increase the pressure, counting down the question time, the answer time to 20 seconds, I'm looking to our team here and want to sensitize you to think about the answers these people are given, because you will be the judge in the end as well. But now, Ute, 20 seconds. We start with Daniel. Question number 2.
Yeah, but maybe for this question you need to answer with just one word, because the question is, in a perfect world, whom would you like to have in your team? Think big. So I would choose maybe William Shatner, who was in space yesterday. And Daniel?
Does it have to be someone living?
Not necessarily. Don't say God.
I would go for Ada, daughter of Lord Byron, one of the first computer scientists who would transform and unlock what we're doing.
Okay, I think I would go for either Elon Musk or the Amazon guy, because they really influence people, they are a visionary, and I think if you want to do something good, you need to have somebody who can influence people.
Yeah, I would totally go for the twin of Elon Musk, because he's in this industry where we are, he's driven by technology, and he's trying to improve the world.
Actually, I would go for everybody, because we have a public product, and everybody who is on camera or uses cameras should be in our team of protecting identities.
I would choose Richard Branson. I'm a big fan of Richard Branson because he puts the people first, so the employees, then the customers, and then the investors, and that's exactly the way we would do it.
Thank you very much.
Fabian, question number 3, again 20 seconds.
Yes, 20 seconds. So you're all great startups, but every good startup has a maybe small weakness. What is your weakness?
We start with you, Alessandro.
Our weakness is that we probably sometimes focus on too many topics on the same time, and because so many stuff to do, and think we rather have to focus on the more important things. That's maybe our weakness, I would say.
To be honest, it's probably like every startup that is still venture-driven. We want to please, as you also said, maybe like a wide range of stakeholders, and they definitely have different needs and wants, and sometimes we need, unfortunately, to focus more on what brings money in than what maybe, like on technology-wise, or technology side would be good for us.
Yeah, as we're trying to duplicate the world, this is a larger project as a vision. We heavily rely on data sources. We have some already that are open data, but there's a weakness kind of as a challenge rather to agree on partnerships to get that data to our pipeline.
I think it's already said, and it's also a weakness of us to keep the right balance between being focused on what you're doing and being opportunistic and see all the chances what you can do.
We have a fantastic team, but our weakness is our ability to recruit at the rate we need to. So if you know any cryptographers, software developers, hardware developers, program managers who want to kind of join a fantastic team, then tell us.
I just heard Sina saying to Florian, we should talk. Just a gentle reminder, this is still a competition. You can talk afterwards, but now question number 4 is coming up, Ute.
Yeah, it's
Shoot it at Daniel.
It's getting harder with every question. What would you do if we gave you 1 million euros? Very quick answer. Maybe you would exchange it into pounds?
I would run a demonstrator of our capability at scale and unlock something that would really prove to everybody how we can transform the world, underpinned with ANGOKA technology.
I think we would analyze where, on a global scale, people suffer most from air quality or bad air quality, install our measurement network, do the analysis, and convince the government to do something.
Yeah, I would definitely go and hire as many as good developers as possible, because if we want to turn our technology into a product and get traction, we need developers.
I would split it in half and do like the greatest hackathon ever that we have feasible for the money to attract new developers and also please ours, like a bit outside of the box, and get a lot of shiny marketing material and maybe some consultants in this direction.
I think we would also hire more developers, that we improve faster our workflows, and then afterwards we would hire a couple of city operation managers that we could also improve our speed in expansion in other cities.
So thank you. Then 20 seconds for the 5th question. Why should we give the 1 million to you? What do you do differently to others?
Well, I think I mentioned already that we really focused on impact, social impact, and also environmentally friendly impact. So if you want to give the money to a startup that is really caring about the people and about the environment, then you should give the money to us.
I would say we, as I also said before, combine the best of two things. It's like the acceleration and like strengthening Europe, but also like under privacy and security conditions. And also, we are also really nice people and a great startup, so.
Yeah, I would say it might be a chance to be one of our first investors, to be honest, with those 1 million euros, because we just received a grant from German government. So that would be a great chance to be as early in there as possible for you.
Of course, we are a great startup, but I think clean, healthy air is crucial. Nobody can stop to breathe, so it's really crucial.
I have to say that going first or last is very hard, isn't it, Alessandro? Because either you've got to think very quickly or the good answers have already gone. So the good answer here, I hope, is why would you give the million to us? Because I've already said that what we're doing is unique. And of course, nothing is completely unique. There are 3 or 4 other companies around the world that we've found. That's all. There is no one at this event.
We're going to start question number 6 in the middle with Florian now. Daniel, yeah, good that you thought about it. I was just thinking, who thought about this €1 million question? Because you're going to get a really great prize. It's just a little bit below €1 million. But Ute, question number 6, we start with Florian.
Yeah, it's maybe not such a funny question. It's serious. What do you need for your next growth phase?
We need a collaborative development partnership, because that's what we're looking for, to show that we can gain traction and that we found something that is of interest for the industry. So, yeah, that's it.
Of course, we need qualified people and money, but at all, we need a mind shift and official government mindset, decision makers.
We need opportunities to participate in large programs and show with a very small additional cost that the security can be dramatically enhanced. So that doesn't affect the cost overall of those programs, but it really does affect the value of them.
That's a very good question, because at the moment we're looking for a chief operating officer, and so we need him that he can improve our workflows and facilitate everything and help us with the expansion in other cities than Germany. So if there are any COOs out there.
I think actually we need brave people on both sides, like internally and also externally, because we have like a pretty new product and it's quite hard to sell because everybody's like, oh no, the DPOs will be like furious. But actually you should take the chance to adapt new technologies a bit more brave.
So the next question would be, under which circumstances could your startup not make it? I have the bad question today, sorry. Under which circumstances your startup cannot make it?
So if like GDPR wouldn't exist, to be honest, I think we had like a pretty bad stake, and it's actually in renewal phase, but I think it will rather be more strict. But like if regulations change and everybody could like do what they want with data, our business model is like simply not a thing anymore.
Probably for us, this would be if German automotive industry, no offense here, but would have been faster in the past, and these vehicles that we are trying to support in development would already be on the road. Yeah.
To be honest, if everybody would stop breathing, because healthy air is needed.
I think the only way would be if industry genuinely did not take up the advice of the BSI and National Cybersecurity Centre that they have to invest in security right now, small scale and build up. But if they ignore that, then we will struggle, but so will the rest of the ecosystem.
So we have kind of issues to find more riders for our bikes. So we need to develop a really, really nice, most attractive corporate culture that we can hire them, attract them. So if we don't manage to succeed this, then it could be tricky.
So as we want to know almost everything from you and your startup, the next question is, what had the most influence on your startup in the past few months?
Alessandro, we start
with you. What had the most influence?
We got a funding in a couple of months ago from a business angel and from the EFB. So that was a big impact for us, because now we can hire people, developers, marketing colleagues, and that is a whole new world for us and really nice. Yeah.
So it might be like a old thing, but still it's COVID. So like when COVID hit, we had our bases in automotive industry and that was simply non-existent. And so we needed to make a big shift technological wise in terms of using cloud environment, but also pitching to other industries like medical now and public transport. But it all worked well and we doubled in size the last year.
Yeah, we are super early stage, and within the last months, just in September, we received our initial funding, which gave us the opportunity to step out of the prior jobs and now to do this full time. And so that was definitely the best that could happen to us.
Yeah, I would say for us it was also COVID. Internal with culture and collaboration, it was a challenge, but it was also a great opportunity because everybody now thought about health and what you can do with clean air, and we did a lot of analysis how they are interrelated.
Within the last 3 months. I joined 2 months ago, so I think it must be me. But the serious answer is the successful engagement, making friends, developing relationships with 6 port cities around Europe, all of whom want to participate in work with ANGOKA.
Fabian, is this question number 7 or 8?
9.
9?
The last one from the jury.
Time flies when you're having fun. So go ahead.
So we have for the last question from the jury, you have 40 seconds again, so a bit longer. So if someone writes a newspaper article about you in 5 years, what should it say?
So obviously it's me again, thanks. Boy, that's a tough one, to be honest. Maybe it should say something about that we achieved something which is a solidly running company, and that we overcome several challenges, and that at the end of the day our solution found a way into the industry, enhanced the industry, and yeah, gave the possibility, as I said before, to prevent fatalities when people do stuff that they should not do in real life, and at the other side of the hand, having autonomous mobility solutions that made our lives better. And maybe not putting me in the foreground in this article, but the team that we have behind, and yeah.
I would say the headline should be Hawa Dawa enables decision makers globally to ensure healthy air for everybody, and they are taking actions in the right direction.
Do you mind repeating the question? I'm old.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember things.
So, if somebody is writing a newspaper article on you or your startup history in 5 years, what should it say?
I'm glad they started in 2021. Is the headline, and in 40 seconds. Thank goodness that we are therefore travelling around in driverless vehicles, that the environment has been improved no end, that we have secure, safe streets to walk around, and generally speaking, everybody is much happier because they feel secure and they feel that they have been able to embrace, accept, and adopt new technologies.
I would say the headline could be like, people more and more don't use the word waste anymore. They use recyclables, and subheadline, recyclehero produces from waste nice upcycled products. Something like this, maybe. That's the vision.
For us, it would be that Bright AI supported all the startups and SMEs and big companies in Germany and Europe to actually accelerate on machine learning algorithms, on autonomous driving, etc. And that people can just, like, there's a whole new world of like so many new business models that might be based on video and image data, and that still people can get outside on public places without worrying about anything privacy related or privacy conflicting.
Great, thank you very much. Those were 9 very interesting and curious questions. I think we all learned at the ITS World Congress that new technologies, new modes, new innovations, we all need to try out. We all need to engage. We all need to be part of what's going on, not only at the Congress, but also here on stage. So I said 10 questions. We had 9 now. Guys, you know what's coming up, right? Who has a question that can be the final 10th question to these 5 contestants here up on stage? Is there anybody as bold as these 5 people and has a question? Hands up. Okay. I'll take the lady, if you may allow me. Kirsten.
Hi. So thanks for all those questions and answers so far. My question would be, if you could choose one KPI to steer you for the next, let's make it 3 years, what would it be, and where would you be with that KPI in 3 years?
For us, it would be trust. I'm pretty sure that like we have a new technology that like both parties, like companies and also individuals who might be recorded, find maybe a bit creepy because we generate faces and they look really similar, but they're not the same. But with trust, we can like accelerate everything in our space and also accelerate the use of our technology.
Very good question. I think I would love to have a KPI like a mix of a net promoter score from our customers and our employees, because when they happy, so both of them, then our mission will succeed. So net promoter score, everyone is clear? Yeah? Okay.
Thanks. I'm not quite sure whether I'm a friend of KPIs or not, so especially if you look at them for 5 years. So I might offer you the answer that I would put in headcount here, because to build our team, and with this team the company lives, without the team there is no company. I think headcount would something that might drive us for the next 5 years.
I think our KPI would be the numbers of cities covered with our solution, and also the number of citizens benefiting from our solution.
I go very simply for the number of Internet of Things enabled devices around the world that are protected and therefore are trusted because they have an embedded or retrofit digital authentication unit from ANGOKA. And the number I would set would be 250,000.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think this is worth a round of applause for keeping up with 10 questions. So, I told you that you also have to do something, because not only Ute and Fabian will cast their vote as of now. You probably made your points, write them down. Annabelle is going to collect the winner that you have in mind. But all of you, as we're living in a digital age, all of you can participate in voting now as well. And there is a... Yeah, nice slide coming up. You simply go on www.menti.com. Oh yeah, all right. You simply take your smartphone and scan the QR code. And then there's a code, which actually goes automatically if you scan the QR code. And what I have to do now reminds me a little bit about a guy who ran the most successful TV show in German television for over 20 years. His name is Thomas Gottschalk, and the show was called Wetten, Das. And at the end of each show, he had to ask for the votes and again present for whom to vote, you know, because we heard all these 10 questions. So if your votes on menti.com go for Daniel and his answers and his slide, then you please vote for ANGOKA. If you think that Barbara has given the best answers over the last half an hour, then please vote for Hawa Dawa. Our man from the very first hour here on stage, if you think that Florian and AVES Reality is the one to give your votes for, vote for him. Zina with Brighter AI is also up for the votes, and if you think the best answers and the best presentations over the last days has been given by recyclehero, then Alessandro is the person who presents recyclehero. So, I think you've been in the spotlight now for half an hour. You may go down and relax a little bit, chill a little bit, have a cold drink, and we'll come up in a few minutes once you all voted. Ute and Fabian will do this not digitally, they will write it down. Now, again, coming back to the teamwork part of things, and all these young people in hoodies and sneakers jumping around here would not have been possible without a few people. And if Annabelle was our team captain over the last, not only week, over the last month, there is a head coach, and he's standing up already. There's a head coach of all of this who made ITS in Hamburg possible. I think 5 years ago, he had the guts to convince a lot of people in Hamburg and Germany to bring the ITS World Congress to Hamburg. And not only on the startup area, but in many, many events and congress spaces. I think I've seen a big smile on your face. Harry Evers, the Managing Director of ITS 2021 in Hamburg. Please give him a warm round of applause. Harry, good to have you. How do you feel? I see you still smiling.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this. Of course, I'm quite happy because a few months ago I little bit believe and hope, and at the end that's so great success now from your side because you are here, and it's possible that you are here. With this 2G option, I think it's a good point forward, and with the enormous positive response from all of you, I'm quite happy, of course. So that's not only my feeling, I think I've got so many positive feedbacks from the exhibitors, from the other colleagues, and today from the public day. So thanks a lot for coming, and hopefully for you also for the last days, it was a good, positive success and the best feeling to come together. And I hope most of you will be this evening together again in the Mojo Club. So thanks a lot from my side, and enjoy, and best result for you.
Thank you very much, Harry. Thank you also for trusting us in doing this, for convincing ERTICO to build what I've said on Tuesday morning, also to build really the largest startup area in the history of an ITS World Congress. My colleagues from the Digital Hub Mobility in Munich and the team here in Hamburg, we had great fun, which, as Harry said, will continue tonight at the Mojo Club. Doors open at 7. You can be assured that we have enough drinks to last the evening. But what else can I talk about? Nothing really, because okay. Look, what would I do without my two beautiful souffleuses, who just said that everybody back on stage, please. Daniel, Barbara, Sina, Florian, Alessandro. You all deserve this. You all made a great impression over the last 3 days. Nonetheless, as Ute and Fabian also decided, only one of you can win what we have in the basket for you. Only one can either join the Digital Hub Mobility in Munich free of charge and get a workspace there, or become part of the Digital Hub Logistics here in Hamburg and have a great new office. Nonetheless,
let me please add one sentence here. This was maybe the hardest jury meeting I've ever had. We had to decide so quickly on 5 topics which are all very relevant and necessary for our future development. So, I mean, this was really very hard, a very hard decision. You all deserve this, and maybe we can find some other places in hubs for those who have not won today here. I will try my best with Germany Land of Ideas to connect you and support those who have not made it today.
That's great, Ute. Maybe we can also deepen that conversation at tonight's party. Thanks to the 2 of you for spending your afternoon here. And while these 2 ladies here can't stop laughing for whatever reason, I hear that there are some fireworks planned while we announce the winner. And there's a code word that I thought about. I think all the jury votes of Ute and Fabian went together with all of your votes into who is going to become the ITS Startup Champion 2021 now. The winner is Alessandro and recyclehero. Wo ist das Schild? Alessandro, you don't get the Champions League trophy, but you get an anchor from Hamburg. Congratulations. And all of you, oh, there's also a second trophy. Congratulations. And party starts at 7, but you can start the drinks now. Congrats to all of you as well for being here. Yeah. So while Alessandro is fully equipped with his trophies and I hold his champagne, this is the end of our official ITS Startup Area program. We'll continue now with another award awarded by ERTICO. Stick around if you like, get some drinks. They are still free of charge just around the corner. And who knows? Maybe we see each other in Los Angeles next year, where we may give some advice on how to run such a startup area. Who knows? Congrats to all of you. We make sure that we follow your way, and thanks for being here. Have a great evening and stay safe and sound.
Hello, the show is not over. And after this fantastic awards from the Congress, we have still going on another awards, ERTICO Awards. It's about, we have a special program which is called 5G LOGGINOV, and we have the coordinator amongst us. And within that project, we have a fantastic incubator program running on for startups. And what's now going on is that Mr. Eusebio Catana, Dr. Eusebio Catana, give him an applause, will show the 5G LOGGINOV and will announce the 5 winners. We'll announce the 5 winners. Go ahead.
Thank you, Frank. What is the future of ITS Europe? ERTICO ITS Europe, Gala Startup. We start with 5G LOGGINOV. So, where is it? So, the history started about 2 years ago when it was organized another ITS Congress. And at that time, together with my colleague Frank and our team, they decided, look, we should also support the innovative startup with grants, with contracts. So, and then the first opportunity that we had in 5G LOGGINOV, we proposed an open call to select 5 small medium enterprises, 5 innovative startups. And first of all, before to continue, why 5G LOGGINOV? So I will try to introduce the project, the context, and then at the end, I will present the open call final results, and I will find the winners on the stage. So 5G LOGGINOV project, it's for 3 years' time. There are involved top industry partners, involved in automotive and telecom industry mostly, but also in logistics, research institutes, top universities, and so on. what we develop, just a moment. So the objective of this project is to develop new kind of technologies related to ports and logistic hub. In the same time, to optimize the current activities related to ports. One important topic, it's of course the Green Deal requirements. We also propose a specific application related to CO2 emission. In this project, there are involved 3 pilot sites. So one is here in Hamburg, the second one is in Athens, and the third one in Lucca, with different applications related to the 5G, to the optimization of transport and logistics using the 5G ecosystem. Then we decided at the beginning of this project to select 5 new small business enterprises. We launched the open call in April this year. We closed the open call after 1 month and a half, and now we are able to present the results. Are you ready to know who are the winners? I didn't hear you. Okay. So first winner, it's a company from Germany, e-Shuttle. I invite the second, it's other company from Germany, Taxi AD. I don't know if it's from Hamburg or for another city, but they will introduce themselves. The next small business enterprise, it's Roads AI. And there are 2 more winners, Libra AI. I don't know if the representatives are here. And Hellenic Drones. So what is very important, today we announced the winners, so we didn't invite. Today we'll announce they were here at different stands. And now we'll know also the others, we'll inform them and we'll send a formal letter. So applause for the winners. So I have only 2 questions for each. First of all, to present in 2-3 sentences your application. So first question. And the second question, in 3 words, keywords, to describe your technology and the next steps. So we start from this.
Yeah, first of all, thanks that we won this project. We, from TaxiAd, we deliver a data cap. And with this data cap, we deliver the data, the GPS data and the location data for the green light loop, for truck, and everything. And what are we doing in special is we have a rooftop system who's showing commercial and delivering the position data.
Thank you.
Ja, I will speak in German.
No problem, you can.
Also wir sind die Firma E-Shuttle. Wir befördern Menschen elektrisch von A nach B und unser Hauptsitz ist in Hannover. Vielen lieben Dank für den Preis. Thank you very much.
Dankeschön.
We are Roads AI. We are building an intelligent traffic guidance system. It's a novel traffic management system. And the idea is to incorporate the network needs into the individual driving decision process.
Okay. We start with you now. Thank you very much. In 3 keywords, the next step from the development and technology standpoint of view. Network, edge.
Network, edge, AI, training the algorithms, building the communication module, and going out to the field.
Okay, thank you. Next one.
Collecting the right data, network, of course, and make it happen.
Thank you. You can say in German, no problem.
Jetzt, ich schließe mich zu den Herren an. Ich bin derselben Meinung. Vielen Dank.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's applause once again. Louder, because we don't hear too much. Thank you very much. So the process will continue. They will sign a contract with our consortium in the next coming days, and they will be part of the consortium. And all these 3 startups will work also in Germany, here in Hamburg, together with the local Hamburg pilot site. Thank you very much. Go, picture.
Thank you, Eusebio, and thank you for introducing this wonderful project that helps our startups to move on with their concepts and work together with the ERTICO projects in a European environment, giving the business development possibilities. It is not over. It is not over. We have still 3 awards to go, and it is an honor to invite our CEO from ERTICO, Jacob Bansgaard, who is going to announce and deliver 3 awards from a typical other vision. In fact, we have been looking to all our teams available during all the sessions that we saw here for the 43 innovators, and we have looked at it from a different perspective. So we have 3 specific awards for 3 winners. Mr. Jacob Bansgaard, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Frank. Well, a lot of prizes today, and I'm particularly proud to announce the winners of our own ERTICO ITS Future Startup Program. We've been looking at startups that fit in our Connect, Innovate, Growth program, connecting with the ERTICO partnership, innovating through the ERTICO activities, and growing, scaling together with us. So, it's really, I have to speak up here. So, we have been looking at this from 3 different angles, and we have 3 winners. We have looked at the technology innovation, so we have looked at what kind of disruptive technologies are being proposed. We have looked at the product innovation, where do we see a business potential for the product, and the market innovation finally, where do we see a recognized consumer interest in the disruptive services proposed. There's a prize for this. So what we are offering to these 3 winners is to participate in our next European ITS Congress, which takes place in Toulouse next spring, summer. And there we are offering an access ticket and a booth in our ITS Congress there. We also offer to have a deep dive session with our ERTICO experts to see how can we bring these startups closer to the ITS community run by ERTICO. And let's get on with it. Let's have the first winner is in the category of technology innovation. It's a company that on development of machine-to-machine communication against the latest cybersecurity threats, including disruptive technologies such as quantum computing, addressing the compelling need for safety and security of our connected reality. And the winner is ANGOKA. Hey! And I would like to ask Daniel Rütz to join me on stage, if he is here still. He had to catch a plane, but he's still winning it. Then let's jump to immediately to the next one. That's the... you will receive it on his bell. Excellent. Please. Let's have a picture. Okay, so we will jump to the product innovation category. There, the winner is providing a very simple product that will immediately enhance safety for roadworks. I saw it just before. Well suited to provide real-time data to road operators and drivers to avoid accidents entering roadworks areas using IoT. And the winner is IoT Baseplate, and I would like to ask Markus Dorn to join me here. There we have the product as well. Just stay there and then we take a picture for you. And last but not least, market. We need a market also for these products. And there we have the winner that immediately fulfills a great need to citizens to get rid of their waste, and that has a very socioeconomic impact for creating new jobs and opportunities for a lot of people in the city neighborhoods. And the winner here is recyclehero, and presented by Alexandro Coco. And then maybe a picture of all winners.